What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poke Office. My name is Colin. Today's video is the 1-month review of Twilight Masquerade. Man, time is flying, and the newest Pokemon set is actually so good. I have a story to tell you. I was at Card Party last weekend already. I mean, time is flying just in the sense that was already a week ago. And Friday, when the event started, Twilight Masquerade was selling for $100 per booster box at lots of different vendors. One vendor even offered me a box for $95. Come Sunday, Twilight Masquerade is just blowing up. Everyone's trying to complete the set. Me and Josh, my buddy, who are there together, are trying to complete the set as well, trying to find all the cards, and we're trying to find some more booster boxes to buy, and they've gone up to $120 and $125 at the vendors who still had some left in stock. Like, this set is actually really good. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of fun to open. I still think the Ogre Pawns are not the greatest, but they are kind of growing on me. We pulled a couple of them as a group at Card Party. And then, I mean, some of the top cards, Perrin, Carmine, Grey Ninja, Eevee. This set is really cooking, and same in the market. It is doing quite well. So let's take a look at how everything is holding up 1 month into Twilight Masquerade. All right, so we'll start with the booster box. Not a ton of change here, up to $109.55, which is actually kind of strange for Scarlet and Violet era so far, because usually a month or two in, it's like dropped down to below $100. So this one actually holding strong at almost 110 is not too bad. Then we got the Elite Trainer box. Not really a ton of change, $34.61, 2.6% difference. Not crazy. Sleeve booster pack has come down. $325, 9.2% down over the month. And then the booster pack holding at around $2.80 per booster pack. I think you can probably find them like that, but you'll have to probably buy more than one. Like, if you're going to one of the retailers, you're going to pay a lot more than that. If you're going to a local game store, or if you have someone in the Facebook groups or whatnot, you should be able to find packs right around that $2.75 to $3 mark per pack. I know that's kind of in Canadian. I'm paying around $4, maybe $4.25 per pack. Okay, then we got some cards. I looked at all the cards, more than $10 over the last month. Teal Mask Ogre Pawn. This is the big playable card, and this Terra ultra rare card started at $10.87, spiked up to almost 18, not quite, and then has slowly been dwindling down. It's down 0.5%, literally no change. Tatsuguri, this legitimately might be my favorite card out of the entire set. The artwork is so good, and I've been fortunate enough to pull it like 4 times already, so not too bad. Down 20.3% over the month. It started out relatively high, but I could see this card being like a $8 to $10 card moving forward for sure. The artwork is spectacular. Then we got our first hyper rare of the bunch, the Blood Moon Ursaluna EX, and not a ton of change here. Of course, on opening day, lots of these prices are inflated as every card gets onto TCG Player, and then the sales start happening after pre-release. So this is pretty normal. Down 14.5%, current market price 12.24%. Then we got the Dragapult EX, another one in the TCG that is quite strong, and this one down 37.4%. So it actually held strong for like the first week, roughly, of Twilight Masquerade, and then has been dying down, currently at $12.34. Then we got the Rescue Board. This one is kind of holding the same price, $13.42. Not a ton to say here, up 2.1%. Then we got the Chansey. Look at this one. It is spiking over the last week. So it started at $10.87, was kind of sitting around there, hit a $14 high a couple weeks into Twilight Masquerade, but was still in that $10 to $14 range. All of a sudden, boom, $17.63 over the last week or so, up 62.2%. Then another variant of the Teal Mask Ogre Pawn EX. This one is the hyper rare gold card, and it's up a little bit, 31.7% in fact over the month, and it is at $17.75. Then we got some special illustration rares to talk about, and this is where Twilight Masquerade really shines, in my opinion. Not the Ogre Pawns, but the special illustration rares as a conglomerate, I think are really good. Cornerstone Mask Ogre Pawn, the cheapest one of the bunch, currently at $19.39, and it's kind of been leveled there in between $19 and $20 for basically the whole month after release day. Then we have Hearthflame Mask Ogre Pawn. Same thing, dropped in the first week, and then it's kind of just been holding in between that $18 and $20 mark, currently at $19.72 for this card. Then the Sinitcha, and this one, a little bit of a different graph. It's kind of been holding relatively strong at $20 or so for the whole month. So it started at $21.49, hasn't really dropped that much, only 3.9%, and looks like it's going to continue holding like that for the foreseeable future anyways. Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, this is the second highest version of the Ogerpon card in terms of value, currently at $24.69, though this one looks like it should be dropping a little bit more. Again, it's kind of on a downward trend moving into July. Then we have Lana's Aid. This is a really, really gorgeous artwork as well, but not one of the strong supporter cards in terms of value. Started off at $38.06 and then $32.94 is where it currently sits, which is a 13.5% drop over the month. Buddy Buddy Poffin, this one, of course, just the common version of this card is very, very playable in the TCG. Lots of decks use it. And then, I mean, if you want to get your deck all glitzy, glamorous, you get the gold one. So this one's still holding strong, $38.61, down 15% over the month. But, I mean, if people want gold in their decks, I think they're going to have to pay money for this card. Then we have Kieran. We're kind of getting into the big cards now. Kieran has gone up ever since release, started at $32.16, now at $39.81, which is a 23.8% gain. Basically made that gain in the first week of Twilight Masquerade and been holding strong, just below $40 since. Then we have the Teal Mask Ogerpon. Of course, this is the most popular Ogerpon, and the special illustration rare is no different, but big drop over the first week of Twilight Masquerade, then another mini drop kind of 2.5, 3 weeks in. What was that, June 7th and 8th-ish, and now has kind of been holding right around that $40 mark, a little above. We'll see how this one stays. This one down 20.7% over the month. Then we have the Eevee. This is the biggest illustration rare of the bunch, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I could see this one, and take this with a grain of salt, because I said this about the Ghastly as well, but I could see this one doing really well. People love their Eevees. And some of the illustration rares in Scarlet and Violet are getting a lot of love. I'm thinking about the Magikarp. I'm thinking about the Groudon. I'm thinking about the Ghastly even. And Eevee is such a popular, strong Pokemon that, I don't know, I could see it. It's still holding really strong, $41.79. This is the card that won me the pack battle that all of us YouTubers did, that Chris Klein put on. Shout out to Chris Klein. Pretty fun. This is the card that got me over the hump. Nice. Then we got the Blood Moon Ursaluna EX. We pulled this one at Card Party, the bunch of us trying to complete that set. It is a really cool card. Way better in person than it is on the screen, because the dark silver borders actually sparkle and like the texture and whatnot. Still not my favorite card, but this one is really, really clean. And in terms of value, kind of been trending down ever since release. Started at $61.34, now at $50.94. Maybe it's leveled off. I could see this one dropping a little bit more. It's not one of those like 2 or 3 top chase cards, which what we're going to get into right away here, starting with the Perrin. This is my chase card right now. The Perrin, you can see the Growlithe in the camera. I absolutely love it. Such a clean card, and it had a big spike right out of release. Started at $60.06 on release day, hit a high of like $85 and change, and then has slowly been coming back down, but it's still up $9.64, a 16.1% gain. And I mean, it's a pretty sweet card, I'm going to be honest with you. Then we got the Carmine, another really sweet card, and seriously, at Card Party, we looked at these cards. We got these cards for the binder. The Perrin, the Carmine, and the Green Ninja. The texture is really awesome. Maybe even more awesome on the Japanese versions of these cards, but these cards are real bangers. I'm going to be honest with you. The Carmine, also a nice gain over the first week of Twilight Masquerade, got up to $125, and then has slowly been coming back down. Over the last week or so, it's kind of leveled off right in that $100 range. I could see this one dropping below 100 long term, but still going to be a big chase card in my take anyways. That's my opinion. Up 25.1% over the first month of Twilight Masquerade, which leads us to the last card. This one has been on a roller coaster. Started at $111, then weighed its way up to $170 and a bit, then slowly came back down, and really not actually that slowly. It kind of crashed down to $125. That was the low on that valley there above 613. And at Card Party, we were able to buy a copy of this card for $130. And now it has just shot back up. The market was like, nope, if you're going to offer us this card for cheap, we're going to buy it back up. So I don't know what's going to happen with this card. We saw this a little bit in Paldean Fates with the Charizard and the Bubble Mew, where we saw big spikes early on and then they came back down. But we didn't see this, where the graph actually came back down and then all of a sudden shot back up right away. This is a really interesting card. I'm really excited to keep looking at what's going to happen to this one in the future. But over the first month, up 69.9%. So I'm going to be honest with you. I think Twilight Masquerade is really making a play to be one of the better sets of Scarlet and Violet era so far. And I was not of that opinion when we were like kind of waiting for Twilight Masquerade to come out. We all thought that Ogre Pond cards weren't that good. The Grey Ninja was only the only good card, and it wasn't going to be very fun of a set. Even on our opening day, release day live stream at the Poke Office, we only opened up 7 booster boxes. Usually we get to like 10 to 12 booster boxes open. So it kind of felt like people weren't excited about this set, but then we get to that localized event at Card Party and everyone was excited about Twilight Masquerade. So my opinion has totally changed on Twilight Masquerade. What about you? Let me know what you think. If you like the content, make sure to hit the subscribe button for me. Leave a comment letting me know what you think about Twilight Masquerade, your thoughts about it. Do you like it? Has your opinion changed about it? And if you wouldn't mind, hit that like button. It does help my videos get out to more people, which is the ultimate goal here at the Poke Office. Another ultimate goal is to pull that parent card. So here's 10 packs of Twilight Masquerade. All right, here we go. 10 sleeved packs. These are my last sleeved packs that I currently have in stock of Twilight Masquerade, so I don't think I've pulled a special illustration rare out of there yet. So we'll see how that goes about. Is there one in these 10 packs? I would sure love it, that's for sure. But the other thing that I really like about Twilight Masquerade is the pull rates just seem right to me. There's still a serious chase for the special illustration rare cards, but you're also opening up a booster box with the potential of getting up to like 16 hits. Like a few of the booster boxes me and Josh and Phantom opened up at Card Party had 16 hits per booster box, which is a lot of fun. That's like greater than a 40% hit rate. You're getting a hit almost every 2 packs, which is pretty sweet. Whereas, like, I compare that with a set like Temporal Forces, and that one just felt like a drag. It's like the chase was so hard, plus you weren't getting anything to tie you over as you were chasing it. So, I don't know. Is Pokemon on the right track with this stuff? There's an Enamorous. Illustration rare. Alright. I was kind of hoping that was another Eevee, to be honest with you. I ended up selling the Eevee at Card Party as we were trying to complete that set, and I had my own chases, which we're going to talk about. We're going to do a little after Card Party review. Me, TCAP Gaming, and Phantom are all going to get online and talk about it in the coming days, so make sure to tune in for that. I'll be posting about it shortly once we figure out the details. Overall, the event was just absolutely phenomenal. Had a great time. It's the first kind of like big Pokemon event that I've ever been to for Pokemon cards anyways, and yeah, it was seriously a good time. Seriously a good time. But with that being said, I have Luxray. I have some goals that I'll be sharing shortly on the channel, because this is not meant as anything other than just my observations. I kind of expected to be a little bit more known at Card Party. Like, I just came to the realization that I need to be better at more in the community. Because sometimes I'm just a loser and don't like sharing stuff. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but I'm trying to get more into like the Instagram and just like actually just be part of stuff and just get out there, meet more people. It's the whole reason why I'm doing the Poke Office Hours. Like, I want to actually meet people. That's what I love. Ooh, Teal Mask Ogre Pond. Nice. But seriously, I love meeting new people I love the one-on-one or one-on-two conversations. I really suck in a crowd, so that was like maybe one of the other failures of Card Party for me, is that we'll discuss it when we actually do the review. But I am not good with like big crowds, so I don't love going to like introduce myself when there's a bunch of people around, because I'm just awkward. So that's that. I'm just rambling now, as per normal. So for those of you still watching, appreciate you watching my rambles. Honestly, it's kind of, I look forward to getting in front of the camera, just talking out what I'm thinking. And so I need to do that more low key, not just on these videos, but just be there. Come on. Last pack. Last pack. I want a special illustration rare. I have a feeling it's not going to come. We've already got 4 hits. It's hard to complain about. 4 hits out of 9 packs. So if we get a hit here, it's going to be 5 hits out of 10. That would be pretty good. 4 out of 10 is still good. Come on. Last chance. Poltergeist. That's a hit. That's a hit. 5 out of 10. Dang. I like it. I like it. I like it. The Poltergeist, Teal Mask Ogrepon, the Luxray EX Ultra Rare, Enamorous Illustration Rare, and the Blissey. Overall, pretty darn good, and that's going to do it for me at the Poke Office. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you haven't hit those buttons yet, do so now. The subscribe button, bell notifications on, hit the like button, leave a comment, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, appreciate you all watching, and until my next video, peace.